Live on Stream It Sports NoCo, it's Northern Colorado High School football. This broadcast is brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Peterson Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haas and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to District 6 Stadium tonight, live from beautiful Greeley, Colorado. We're on Stream It Sports, where boys varsity action tonight pits the Greeley West Spartans hosting the Monarch Coyotes. And Randy, we look for a good, fast game tonight. Two run-oriented teams, a lot of smash-mouth football here in 4A action.
Yes, we do. And first time here at Greeley West. I want to thank Mr. Ken Denning for allowing us to come over here and bring an up-and-coming program to you here on Stream It Sports. Of course, Monarch is a team that has perennial powerhouse, perennial state champions, actually.
They've played a lot of 4A and 5A ball, too, so Coach Bravo's team is very competitive up in here in Northern Colorado. Greeley West, we got to see them last year. We know they're going to bring a lot more to the table. That team's starting to grow up.
Well, and that's one reason why we wanted to come cover them. We saw them over at French Field last year and said, you know what, let's go over and give that team a little exposure, and that's what we can do here with Stream It Sports. So anyway, this is beautiful stadium, beautiful press box, probably the nicest one we've been in, I would say. So this is awesome, nice view.
Great view. I think I can see Nebraska from here.
Yeah, well.
Looks about the same.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if I'd put that under the great view part, but or Missouri, either one. But here's some starter. Dave will get those starters to you. But
well, we're getting our captains are out there. We've had the anthem, and one of those. It's time to kick it off and get going. So we'll have our coin flip. Tonight's crew officiating. Referee is Mark Rademacher. The umpire is Paul Holland. Linesman is Ryan Rourke. Line judge is Sean Grogan, and the back judge is Carl Smith. Guys that we've seen up and down, so we know we're going to have a well-run game tonight.
Well, and we got a good report from one of the officials who threw the 40-yard flag last night that his arm is A-OK. So he came up, visited with us, and good guys. You know,
right out of the gate there, looking down, we see the Connors, the captains as you're looking across there. Captains for Greeley West out there. Number 1 is Derek West. Number 4 is Jared Clark. Number 10, Brody Clark. And number 21 is Joseph Piacenza. I'll get the Coyotes captains as we get to turn them around.
And Derek West is someone you want to
keep an eye on tonight.
Yes. Senior running back.
Well, and like I said, they are going to be a run-heavy offense. We talk about this kind of game that could be played right between the hash marks and not going outside the numbers very often. In high school, that means the clock's going to run a lot tonight. Don't leave your seat. You might miss a complete series.
Might. And Monarch bringing the whole squad down there. They've got a good.
Yeah.
I see a young man over there, number 67. He is a full head above everybody else. We'll have to see how tall that young man is, but he's got to be 6'7".
Greeley West will receive the kickoff.
So there is the toss. Greeley West will be receiving. There's a pretty good breeze out there. If you can see the official slacks are moving pretty good.
Umpire Paul Holland.
Get these captains out to you. Number 45, Jackson Bennett. Number 47, Will Ponder. Number 97 was Davis Elliott. And I'm missing just the once more. I believe actually 75, Tucker Orr. So seniors across the board out there for Coach Bravo and the Monarchs. They'll be kicking off, and this is a very open stadium. This reminds me kind of Windsor, where unlike a lot of stadiums where you're kind of in a cocoon, you're blocked off from the breeze. Well, that is not the case here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and the tape in the off the uprights in the south end zone is coming pretty much. Wind's coming pretty straight out of the east. And it will affect the ball in the air tonight. Now at sundown, we hope to get the little bit of a drop in that wind because it was really gusting while these players were warming up.
And it was a very hot day. Probably was almost a record today in Colorado.
Coyotes, number 98, Thomas Crook. Deep for the Spartans, Eddie Ramirez and Andre Cepeda.
So again, we play 4-12s in Colorado high school football. Here's David Haas.
Kickoff's going to be driven deep in the end zone. No chance to bring that back, and that's the lefty, the foot of Thomas Crook out there, the senior. Line and drive, when we talk about that, that's such a weapon to have. No return out there. That's going to make the Spartans take off from their own 20-yard line, have to march at 80 to get their first score of the night. They'll be opening up on offense, and we'll try to get these numbers back and forth to you, but we'll see a lot of Derek West out there. Jared Clark, number 4, number 10, Brody Clark. Aaron Rojas, 2, number 16. But it's all going to start up front. I think both these teams tonight, a tackle-to-tackle game, Randy.
Yeah, it will be. And
even though
a lot of good athletes out there.
Exactly. Pistol formation. Tight receiver over the tackle, motion coming across the formation. So we'll see basically a wildcat play right out of the gate. West takes the upfield, spins around a couple tackles, taking bodies with him. Not quite to the 10-yard mark, but a pretty good start. Other stars you'll see out there is 58, Ty Starks, along with 54, Andre Brown, 59, Alonzo Gonzalez, 74, Nomar Rodriguez, 75, Daniel Berazetta, and then Garrett Beckman, number 78, which he's a Saturday player. That's already been Coach Arnolfo's telling me he's got some offers, and probably that's just starting. He's that left tackle side.
Quarterback's best friend.
Yeah, exactly. Rojas under center now. Spun around, first down yardage. Chains will move. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Streaming Sports, Dave Haas, Randy McCoy, along with our cameraman tonight, Max Fink. Perilously hanging out a window to bring you these shots.
Yes, bringing you the pictures.
But a great night to play football here. I tell you what, it's warm. Not one of those nights where I don't think that wind's going to be such a factor now. It does seem to be dying down. 1st and 10, those Spartans on their 31. See that offense coming in from the sideline. No substitutions there. Wildcat again. West fakes it. Going to be spun around, tackle in the backfield. That's a little too slow developing, and that's that's my critique of the run-pass option. If you start bringing heat in high school, that's a little tougher to pick everybody up, and it was. That time he's lost about 3 yards. Tackled by a host of the Coyotes. Coyotes basically coming up there with a 3-down lineman, the old standard, the old Oklahoma 52, bringing another linebacker up, almost like a strong safety. Up in the pattern now.
Monarch isn't going to do anything fancy, are they?
No, that's going to play football to try to make you beat them. Back to pass. Throws a little short screen pass inside, breaks a couple tackles, heading downfield past the 40, first down yardage. And I tell you, I didn't see the back as Rojas was just turning around. He just kind of flipped it to him, and he just turned around, accelerated right through the whole thing. And West was obviously two times he's touched the ball, 2 first downs basically.
Well, he's only 5'8", folks, so. There's been a trend in football now of going a little bit back to some of the smaller backs, so you can't see him back there.
Yeah, his first step or two, he was screened off. 1st and 10, Spartans now out across the 40. Shotgun formation again. Short snap, had to give on the sweep, trying to get the corner. He's got it. Breaks through one tackle, slides off there. Nice job by the safety coming across. That's number 11 for the Coyotes.
75.
Jack Ewig.
With a tremendous block.
Coming across there for the Spartans, that your right side, and that's Baralesa, as I butchered his name the first time, and I still may have.
We'll get it right once.
Oh, either right. You know what? Good job, young man. He pulled from that guard spot, and he was the convoy right out in front of the ball carrier.
I couldn't even see the defender. He was so wide out there.
Just stay tackle to tackle. Tight splits here by the Spartans. 3-down lineman, basically 8 in the box for the Coyotes. Fake on the give. West trying to find some room. Does around the corner. Accelerates upfield. What a burst. What a burst. Well past first down yardage down to the 40 of the Coyotes.
I mean, there's one thing I can tell you. He's gonna break one of those tonight.
Well, and you look at that cut he made there. We talked about that last night. When you get to that edge, you plant that foot and you just go.
Yeah. There's yards to be had in the cutback lane, isn't there?
Yep. 2 receivers split, top of your screen to far side. Play coming in. Rojas, everybody checking their armbands.
There ain't no skinny guys on that backfield,
is there? That's a pretty good set.
They're all
quick dive play up the middle, just to firing right away, trying to get that angle block. Like I say, Greeley West, they've got plenty of size across that front line. And you start leaning on people. I mean, I see active athletes, as Monarch always has, but they're right now, they're going to be undersized compared to what's going to be firing off at them.
Beckman, 6'4", 315.
And I don't think he's short any of that, is he?
No, I don't.
We've seen inflated numbers on a lot of rosters.
Yeah, there's.
Now we got somebody, we're going to have a procedure call. Well, he gave me the
Offside.
gave me an encroachment, but it's actually an illegal formation. So somebody in the spot moved. So set up and wrong across the ball, and Coach Renoff goes, really?
We'll bring up a 2nd and 12.
So after a nice first down gain, still moved it back. They got to basically reach the 30 of Monarch for first down. No pass yet. We won't see too many tonight. When they do, they'll try to catch those defensive backs leaning up on their toes.
Yeah, you'll know it when they
West
pass
picking
it.
his spot out of the Wildcat, breaks the outside, trying to get the edge. Stiff arms his way past one tackle down near the yardage. That's just a football player, isn't he?
Boy, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
Yeah.
We saw him last year and got an offensive lineman that's
Yeah, Gonzalez is kind of down, but I don't think he wants to come out. He says he told his teammate, "Get off me, get away."
This is fun.
Yeah, well, the coach says, "Nope, we're gonna get you out there, big fella. Get you somebody who come back in." Jose Garcia coming in, number 77.
We'll get some close-ups. Some of these young men. He's 6'3".
Whatever buffet they get to, they put a hurt on. I know they took a trip down to Florida here recently, as did Monarch. Both teams, their first game of the year out of state in Florida. 3rd and short now. Motion across the formation. Once again, Wildcat. West fakes it. Just wait for his lineman. Picks his spots. Got a one-on-one situation in the outfield. Tripped up.
Oh, boy.
And just a nice job out there by the corner for the Coyotes, because he just stayed home, didn't he?
Yeah.
He knew he was the last man in the backfield.
That's Fredericksmeyer that made the
Any tackle a defensive back makes is a good tackle, and he just got 1 foot. But what I like to see there, though, West just waited for the play to evolve in front of him. He had that pulling guard, and like you said, he's hard to find behind there. He put his hand on his fanny and just followed through the hole, made a nice cut to the outside. First down, Spartans. Staying in the Wildcat. This time he bounces around. One tackle's got a man on the edge, cuts forward. Out to the corner. Is he going to get to the pylon? Touchdown, Spartans.
Wow, what a block by his back on the corner there.
Yep.
That was the whole play right there.
He bounced it outside. You're exactly right. He sealed it off. He saw the edge coming.
And I think that was 16. Wasn't that the quarterback that made that?
I think it might have been Rojas that gets
Rojas
out there, because they stay on the field and kind of interchange themselves. But either way, took it downfield and bounced it around the corner. Touchdown, Spartans. They got a chance to get the PAT for a 7-0 lead here early at District 6 Field with 6:53 in the first quarter.
That was probably the least surprising thing that we are going to see right there was a touchdown by West.
Kick is up and good there. Drake Holdren, the senior, number 2, deep into the off the track and everything. I tell you one thing, though, Randy. This is our first chance to broadcast here. What a great facility.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've been over here to watch a track meet before with my daughter, and I knew how good this track was. But, boy, up here, this is a great place to come watch a game and experience it. Quite a few folks across the way from Monarch made the trip up.
Yeah, Friday night football.
Friday night lights, nothing better than the, you know, that's just one of those traditions, and they're representing well here. Good count coming in. The Greeley West student section down the ways from us is full. And now the Monarch Coyotes get a chance to answer. Holder will kick off right from the middle of the field. The wind still kind of be coming across left to right for the players going to the south.
And you will see a lot of the exact same thing. Different formation, same mindset.
Yeah, if we see
Monarch.
we see 3 passes before the halftime, that may be a surprise.
Smith and Seam deep for Monarch.
Twin receivers back to return, standing about the 10-yard line. Low driving kick can be taken at the 10. Taking up the middle, looking for a block, kind of gets stymied. Nice job by the Spartans, just sealing everybody, staying in lane, getting to it.
Seam on the return.
And had a couple guys going a little extra there. All good fun. But a nice job by Greeley West going down there, the lane integrity. Don't getting out of your lane. Don't leave some gap for someone to kick you out and give that returner a chance to make a break and go. And I think any time in high school, if you could hold your opponent to a return inside the 25-yard line, which they just did, pretty good effort on a kick that didn't go out of the insert. So now you look, here's the bunch formation, fullback just right behind the quarterback, 2 wingbacks, toss right side. And Greeley West just swarming to the ball, gain of a couple. And this is one of those games where all your down linemen, Randy, have got to really, you play your technique. You might
stay home.
You don't chase the ball. You don't do anything else because it's going to come back to you. They'll pitch it, they turn around, inside trap, and it all happens within about a 3-foot or 3-yard window behind the center. And if the one time they get a crease and you're not in your spot, you're going to have quite the gap to go chase.
We've had the pleasure of watching this Monarch program several times over the 7 years we broadcast, and they'll do this, and then all of a sudden somebody will sneak out and they'll throw a long pass.
Fullback dive stuffed, and it's just one of those nights where you can see guys getting off the pile there. First one back off the backs, Mark Lowry, number 67. You're going to have, along with Garrett Beckman, the 2-way offensive tackle, Hugo Castillo, number 82, down there, and Andre Brown. Those 4 down linemen tonight, they're going to know they're in a game. And they've got to stop the dive play. If you stop the dive play with Monarch, that makes the rest of their game, it's tougher to work. And that's the consistency you got to have. Deep setback now of a Maryland I formation for Monarch. Not even a throwing down, just a straight toss back in the eye. Isolation coming forward. Ball down, could be short, well short of the first down, and one player loses his hat.
And that's a pass in Monarch offense there.
Yeah, that's about as long as the ball will be thrown. Well, basically, that's the old Maryland eye, but they give the eye back about another 2-yard gap behind the double fullback set, and it's just a toss-back ISO. Not terribly different from what you're doing with Greeley West and their Wildcat, where West just basically picks a spot to go. He gets the ball deep, running forward, and trying to make a play that way.
Speaking of Mr. West, he's going to return his punt, too. 5'8", 170, folks. That's a compact piece of energy right there.
And it shows on that burst he has. Monarch punt formation and just ran out of time.
So Monarch not...
they had confusion trying to get a couple guys back on and off the field, and that didn't happen. Punter back there waiting for it, Adrian Nee, the junior, number 24. Backed him up a little further. West should get pretty good possession here around midfield. A good snap. Kick end over end. West going to take it at his 40. Makes the first guy miss. Spins away from another tackle. And getting up for it, outbound past the 45. I haven't heard a whistle, and he's still spinning around. I thought he was down, but as you mentioned before, his low center of gravity. And
I thought he was down. I didn't.
Well, he did the running back pat drill. It's been practiced in the game for every day. You put a hand down, spun away. You go to the whistle, and he kept driving along. He got another 8 yards out of it, across midfield down to the 44 of the Coyotes.
So we'll talk a little bit about, 4A and 5A is considered the large schools here in Colorado, and a little bit of difference, but there's some really, really good 4A football teams.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. What you generally lose when you go from 4A to 5A is just the depth. The bigger schools have more of that. We've seen that with 5A, but and we've always said you could use a 6A when you talk about schools like Cherokee Trail, Cherry Creek, less than 3,000 plus students. 1st and 10 now, Spartans, but we're going to have a timeout taken. So timeout on the field, timeout up here too. You're watching Streaming Sports. Back here live now at District 6 Stadium, where the Greeley West Spartans took the first drive down and scored a touchdown. They lead 7, got the ball back after forcing a punt by Monarch. We'd like to thank this game's special sponsor tonight, allowing us to come across here, the Eastside I-25 Winners Helrick & Hughes LLC. Thanks to them, getting this Greeley West broadcast out, along with our usual sponsors, Peterson Toyota, First Bank, and Jim's Wings. If you really, really want wings, you can drive across I-25 on the west side of campus. Best wings in northern Colorado since 1991.
That's CSU campus, too. You know, we got a Division I school over here as well.
Yes, we do. The Bears. West again, this time to give him the Wildcat. Fakes has got the edge, got a couple reach blocks out in front.
Back.
Yeah, step back behind it. And I'll tell you what, patience running here tonight by the Spartans, and it's paying off.
Number 4, we got to give some kudos to Jared Clark. Man, he blocked till the end, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He stayed on it, kept the guys going there. And right now, Monarch's just getting beat on the perimeter because they've bounced. They've had some plays in the middle, but they have bounced outside and got good results, good yardage. West now back in the Wildcat. Kind of an offset eye rag too. Fakes it, picking his way to the left side.
Well, the worst thing that can happen for Monarch is that somebody else gets hot and runs too, because you got to focus on West, don't you?
Well, and right now you can see the linebackers for the Coyotes. They're starting to creep forward. They know they got to get there. You can't get up inside your defensive line's heels, though. That stops you from running sideways. You know, that's when they do that bounce out. If that linebacker stepped up into the line into the hubris that is all the pit in front of him, they have to do an extra step or give ground just to get back around. And right now, that's where Greeley West has been making their big yardage. West split far left side. I'd pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Rojas under center. I formation, power I behind him, toss left. Speed toss going to the outside. He's got the edge, turning upfield. That's number 3 for the Spartans.
Talk about a change of pace.
Oh, geez. DJ Sparks there showing a real burst.
Wow.
Little sprinter speed.
5'11", 195, too. He's a...
Well, I remember him last year over in French Field against Collins, and that's not a surprise seeing that speed. He really just took it and ran.
They put West out there just to decoy and give him a rest.
Well, you know, a good block downfield, but unfortunately it's going to come back. A little hold downfield. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11, spot foul. 2:59 left here in the first.
2nd and 11 for the Spartans.
Beautiful night here at District 6 Field in Greeley. High above it up here in the press box. Wide split here, right side receiver. ISO give. Sparks up the middle. Spins around. Still trying to fight along there, but that's one of those times just to go down. Maybe gained a half a yard, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
He's a great change of pace.
Yeah. Well, and you said it before, too. You just can't run West like that. He'll be, he's going to be exhausted before they get to halftime.
West ran out of his shoe there.
Play coming in. As you see everybody pause there and checking their wrist guards. Nice job by Monarch here in the last couple plays, though, Randy. Pretty much sealing it off. 3 down linemen. They've kind of backed off here now with the twin splits near side. Rojas rolling out, trying to look to his left. Got the screen. Got it downfield. Room to run. Nice block again downfield. Oh, good come off the block by the DB and a tackle. Made it short of the first down. Leaves 4th and short.
Boy, I thought he had the forward momentum, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah, well, and he stepped to the left side, and the DB got off the block. I think that was Aiden Martinez that time for the Spartans that took that.
As a well-run screen. Had
it
2
really
blockers
was
out there.
Yeah. Great technique shown, by the line. That's one of the hardest things to do in high school is to run a screen pass because the timing, everything's got to be there. And credit Rojas, too, for letting that defenders come to him and dumping it off. 4th and short. Rojas under center. Tried the hard count, see if he get anybody jump. No. Nobody took the cheese. And unfortunately, they also did notice they had the timeout there. But, okay, Coach Renouf beat the count from the back judge, who was on his 4th wave at him. So timeout on the field by the Spartans. Timeout up here. You're watching Streaming Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a Rogue, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching high school sports on Stream It Sports NoCo.
We're back here after the timeout by the Spartans, 4th and short. Coyotes will bring in trying to be the wall here. Can't allow anything to get underneath your pads. That's all it's about out here. Pad level, tossed, fullback trap.
Didn't get it.
No, he did not. Tried to step aside there and kind of tried a little bit of different play, but nice job of filling the gaps there by the Coyotes and nowhere to go. So a turnover on downs by the Spartans. After driving deep into the territory of the Coyotes, they'll take over 1st and 10. Now they've got to answer, don't they?
Yeah, and I thought there was room right over the center for the quarterback just to lower his head.
Yep. Well, and so I'll tell you one thing, Coach Runoff and the Spartans, they do have several running backs that can take the ball forward. They can tote the mail. Bunch formation again now, Miami. Here comes the blitz. Straight up field, tossed, comes around the right side, stumbles forward, gets 2 or 3. And we're going to have a hard time getting tackles out. I mean, Greeley West plays at tackle, but Monarch, all 11 of them are tackle to tackle.
Yeah.
And as I said, you will see a lot of plays between the hash marks tonight. They won't go wide in this offense. Their heels are almost touching his linemen. They're begging you to go around them. Blitz again, 9 in the box. Toss, sweep, gets by a couple, spun around. Just short of the first down, marked at the 30. And actually, he said he got it. He got the ball across.
It's all technique, isn't it, in this offense?
Well, and just a nice cut there. I wanted to get the ball carrier's name, but I didn't get him I was trying to concentrate on the line judge whether or not they were going to give the first down, and he did. Something Monarch needed. 16 seconds left, probably the last play of the quarter here. Fullback dive, spins around, and nice job of everybody there in the middle plugging it up, just a gain of a couple. And that will do it after 1 quarter play here at District 6 Stadium. Greeley West Spartans lead the Monarch Coyotes 7-0. You're watching Stream It Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a Rogue, Nissan charges over $6,000.
So we're back here, beginning of the second quarter. Randy McCoy, David Haas here with you. Maxwell Fink on camera, shooting the photo.
What a great night for football here. If you can make it out to District 6 Stadium, watching us on streamitsports.com and finding us on YouTube afterwards. Great way to pair everything up. 2nd and 7 now. Literally 10 in the box for the Spartans, coming across, trying to make that tackle, chasing from behind. And that was basically a wrestling suplex move there. Somebody got the running back from behind, pulled him back. That's what you call chasing down the play.
I think that was number 3 on the run.
Yeah, we're just having a hard time with those Monarch jerseys here, pulling across there. If that was Lamphere, expect to see a lot of Stimmich tonight too. Number 2 for the Coyotes. That's one of the things about streaming sports, Randy. You could be in your office watching this. You could be across the seas, anywhere you got the internet. You're watching your kids play. 3rd and short now. I formation. Brought it back, spun through the dive play.
Got it.
Got the first down. 2 first downs in a row with the Coyotes. A little bit of momentum coming here.
Well, anytime you don't get a fourth down, the momentum switch we saw last night, Rocky Mountain holding the other team to it, not able to get a first down a couple times.
A couple times on turnover downs, and that was kind of the switch in that game, wasn't it? Still yet to see our first pass of the night, kind of the Maryland eye again. Under center, toss back the eye. Well, and right now, Greeley West is doing a great job of just making a pile up front.
Yeah, they're keeping
the
gas 10-yard runs away right now so
it's
far.
piled up. Beckman and Lowy and the rest of those kids up front right now, they're just staying underneath those Monarch linemen, not letting them get the angles just to make that hole. No gain on the play. Clock running. Blitz coming again. Quarterback rollout's got the edge. Got his man. A lot of open grass in front of him. Makes a cut across midfield. Tackled and made first down yardage.
Well, 47 looks like his last name ought to be Nagurski or something.
Yeah, he was taking it downfield. That's Will Ponder there. Yep. And I could go back and look at my stats there, but I know that they got one TD pass for the year. It is a 70-yarder, which that's what this offense will do to you.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to honor that. And that was just a nice job once again to fake that time. And then Kyle Gordon, the quarterback, number 10, rolls out. So we see the toss play again. That ball's on the ground. And West has got it.
Well, you can see that happening. He never quite had it. It's right here in front of us.
Yep. He tossed it back to the deep back, and it kind of went off his chest. His hands were down there, and we see Mr. Starks for the Spartans coming up with it. First turnover of the game. DJ Starks comes out of the pile.
Yeah, as soon as he got hit, that ball came loose. Spartan football.
So ball be first and 10, 42-yard line. Heading back to that north end zone. Beautiful night of football here at District 6 Field. Rojas under center. Kind of a offset I formation here with just a fullback and setback on the left side. Very heavy to the side. Rolls out to his left. Trying to get a man. He's got to really fire this one downfield.
Oh, my goodness.
A tough play to run into the boundary there. You know what I mean? There was just no room for him to roll out. Starks was rolling out, and he showed some arm strength there, though, didn't he?
Oh, he just flicked that thing about 40 yards there.
He really did, and just ran out of real estate. It's just a tough place for it to roll out into the boundary when you're on this near hash, and to flip your hips around so you can take the ball and get the ball downfield, because his man was open. And that was our first pass with 10:09 left in the half.
Rojas is stout as well, 5'10", 194.
West back in the
They're
Wildcat
all
formation.
interchangeable, though.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of athletes there. Rojas, top of your screen, motion coming across. Boy, that snap went right for him. He thought it hit him. West bounces off one tackler, spins away from another one's got the edge, going to make some yardage out of a play that should have been there, but know what?
11 got him.
Nice job again. Ewig, number 11 for the Coyotes. And if you heard I went and asked, it is Ewig, not Ewig. E-W-I-G. I'll butcher a lot of it, but I know I got that one right.
I was going to say about every 5 years we get one right,
yes,
don't we?
It has to happen. Well, he made just a yard out of something that could have been lost, but the motion back, I think it went off of his pads because he went by him. And he stopped and looked like it did bounce to the ground. Again, fake there. West picking his way up the middle. Positive yardage, spinning off one tackle downfield. Tackle made in the secondary again. Boy, he's patient, isn't he?
Yeah, and I'm just so amazed when everybody in the hole. I mean, that's hardly a fake.
No.
I'm keeping the ball, and he gets 8.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me. And again, it's credit to the line and everybody blocking. Fourth down, and now
Mario Par Hernandez is out now to punt. First punt of the night for him and the Spartans. Ball about right at midfield, so a good chance to make the Coyotes have to go the distance. Single receiver back. End over ender, looking to the left side here.
Nice punt.
Yeah, it's going to go out about the 12, 13, 14-yard line, right around there, depending on the line judge. He steps it off, and right at the 15. Nice job. No return inside the 20. That's a plus.
That is a plus. So for you Greeley West fans who've never heard us, David Haas, Randy McCoy, David Haas, a former Nebraska Cornhusker and Well, I wouldn't say former because you kind of still bleed red, don't you?
Yeah. You, when you cross the state line, you come back there. But we're fans of wherever we can see our sports played, aren't we?
Yep, that's
flag on the play. We may be doing this again. Because the ball right now is marked at the 35-yard line. The ball went out of bounds at the 15. Conference out there with the officials as they. I didn't get to see the call by the referee.
Maybe it's that new math.
Well, okay, now they're moving it back. Because I don't know what 20-yard penalty they have. There we go. So we apparently had a fairly serious infraction for 15 yards.
And either we weren't looking or they didn't.
Well, they quickly
give
got
us
to
signal.
it. Well, yeah, my partner, you know what? We bring a lot of background, a lot of coaching years, and a lot of experience to this, and we just have a lot of fun trying to highlight these young athletes. Give fullback nowhere to go. Great job of getting across the line of scrimmage there.
Now let them alone. You don't want another 15.
Don't overcook it there, but nice job of getting across number 21. Oh, that's Piacenza again. But credit that front for Greeley West right now. Staying home, playing their positions. If you take away the dive game in this type of an offense, then you're going to have your chance for success defensively because the quick hitter is gone. And Greeley West, other than the one drive, has done a great job of bottling up, as we know, a consistently good run game from Monarch. 7:32 to play. Second 11 now, Coyotes. Haven't seen the misdirection play yet. Skips the outside on the toss sweep. Big hit coming across there, not till a gain of about 7.
Flowey on the hit.
Hustling downfield, coming off of your defensive tackle spot. That's just one to go play, isn't it?
Yeah, because there was other people there, but he wanted to be the one.
Yeah. Well, and just a good run, turning it upfield by Tyler Smith there, the junior. That's just a toss sweep coming on the far side. And we have yet to see the sweep and the give back or the underneath cut where they run that. They run a really good trap play doing that. Back in the Maryland eye now. 2 tights. Straight toss ISO again. Breaks the outside. He's got the open field. It's just going to be a sprint down to the 40. He's going to be caught. That's really close to grabbing from the headgear there. That's big old number 88. They put him back. They put him back in the eye back, Randy, and that's about as big as you're going to see there. Austin Fiala. He got a head of steam up, broke at the outside because everybody was inside. And gained about 15 there. Longest play in the actually about 20. Longest play of the night for the Coyotes. Take it deep into the Spartans.
Greeley West defender was going to go for a ride there on that. We saw a play similar to that last night.
Yeah.
When you're little and out there, you got to do whatever it takes.
Yeah. Toss again. This time everybody got to him right away. A nice job of coming from the side too.
But the thing about this offense is, that's fine they don't get any yards because that's going to set up something else like what we just saw, the outside.
Well, just a quick close from his end position there, number 82 for the Spartans as he ran across there, Hugo Castillo. He just closed down and got from behind. That's the thing. If you can loop around there and get to the legs before they break through, and everybody else doing a nice job of just stuffing it in the middle. Blitzes again. And like I say, we could play this game in a phone booth. 2 plays in a row, 2 toss plays, maybe a gain of a yard. Spartans standing tall.
Again, big old number 67 out there for Monarch. They don't have any.
They didn't give us weight.
No, but he's.
Yeah, Alexander Waschek.
He's got to be 6'5".
I'd
maybe
say
taller, 6'7".
Yeah.
Bet you might find him on the basketball court.
And speaking of that, tune into Stream of Sports this winter. We will bring you Northern Colorado basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Fake there's the inside handoff. Great look on the edge. Nice tackle, saving the touchdown basically there for the Spartans.
Couldn't have worked any better, could it?
No, and that's the play I was talking about. You start running and chasing, and they fake the toss, turn around underneath handoff, which doesn't look like it should work, but they had those tight splits. You don't get much penetration, and then that pulling guard in front of him. Gain of about 14 down to the 23-yard line. Spartans' best drive of the night for the Coyotes. Under 4 to play in the half. Back of the Maryland eye. Toss back again. Straight down the middle. Down near the 20-yard line. Kind of like Novocaine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just slowly, slowly, slowly. But again, this is all set up because in the second half, and we've seen it so many times, all of a sudden, somebody leaks out about 20 yards down the field and nobody ever even saw him.
Yeah, like the lonely sentinel. Fake motion, goes back and resets. Don't know why the clock's not running. Toss sweep right side. Yeah, I didn't know why we had a stoppage of the clock there.
Well, I think it's because it's run by humans, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Piacenza on the tackle there. You can tell how physical this game is now. Every other play, somebody's taking a second to get up off the turf. There's a lot of collision being made down there, tackle to tackle.
And there's not a lot of substitutions either.
Fake. Here's your toss down the middle, wide open. And so tough to find. As you said, Randy, you get on your toes, lean a little bit forward there. Number 45 sneaks down the middle, and Gordon found him easily. And touchdown for the Coyotes, Jackson Bennett.
You hate it when you're right, but, in that case, because we've seen it. 7 years we've seen that play.
Such a hard discipline to watch somebody run at you and block you every time, and then you see the run in front of you 25 times already, and then he just jogs on by you. PAT now. A good snap, good hold. And the kick is true. Kick's put through there by number 3, Ty Lamphere.
Another close contest tonight here in Northern Colorado, over here in Greeley.
Tied 7.
Greeley West. Monarch tied at 7 here. And, really with Monarch, some years they have maybe a better receiver or two or something like that, but they're going to run that.
Well, like I said, that's what you keep doing there. The quarterback, the same motion, he turns around, he makes that toss back in that I formation ISO, and he will, show you his numbers, and then he takes another step back there and throws it over the top. Just great building progression of the play system, where you're looking at basically a routine, and then all of a sudden comes across and scores 6. So 2:27 here, plenty of time for the Spartans to answer. Twin setbacks for Greeley West back there right now. Last time they had a chance to return. Number 98 does the kickoff specialties. That's Crook for the Coyotes. The left footer on this near hash. Low driving kick will find the end zone. No, I think it's going to go out before the end zone. I can't tell if it came in. I have not seen the referee give me a touchback signal yet. And now we do. Had to confer with his side judge, and the West players are saying, no, that didn't make it to the end zone. And that's a big difference because the ball goes in, it's 20-yard line, it goes out before it hits that pylon. It's at the 35. Now this is that time where 2:27 left, Randy. We know that Greeley West can move the ball, but they've not yet attempted a pass here in this quarter, or even this half. Rojas now back, trips the top of your screen, single receiver down here. Except I did know Rojas did have that rollout pass earlier. And before the snap of the ball, we're going to have a illegal shift. Make the call that way. Actually, a substitution issue. Base had one too many on the field. Same call for substitution, but made the play. The pass batted down. So clock stop, 2:24. Brings up 2nd and 15. And this is one of the spots for Randy. It's like, okay, you want to run the ball a couple times now. Both, that Greeley West got one timeout left, but all three for Monarch. They run the ball here. I'd look for a timeout. You get the ball back at midfield if you could force that punt. Pistol formation, just the RPO give. Breaking a couple tackles the outside upfield. Goes out near the 30-yard line, near first down yardage. Great run. Just about, we'll see the spot. Not quite there, but brings up 3rd and short. That was an important play.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Bring up 3rd and 1.
Because you had a chance there where if you're Monarch, you thought, okay, we can stop them and then get ourselves in position to get a punt and have a chance to get another touchdown before the half. West in short motion, resets. 2 receivers top of your screen, single here to the near side. West on the tight right. Rojas just the run pass option, pulls it back and gets across the 30. He's going to have the first down yardage. That'll do it. 2:09 left here in the half. 7 each. Spartans and Coyotes. Chains have been set. Clock is wound. A little bit of urgency now if you're the Greeley West team. Get a chance to get it downfield. Give the right side, cuts upfield. Nice tackle.
I'll tell you what, they've got as many running backs as we've seen who looks like they could break it at any time.
Yeah, well, Tennyson, number 81 there, the left defensive end for the Coyotes. Nice job of coming down, closing the hole, making the tackle. Gain of a couple. Snap here. Rojas back to look. Looks his right side. Pump fakes. Trying to take it downfield. Safety. He's just got this. Is going to be thrown up for grabs. Unfortunately, this is going to be a play where he looked once and he really wanted to go there, but the safeties are back in a prevent for the Coyotes. And what he did there, Randy, he had a tall receiver down there. I'm going to try to get his number, but he was just trying to say, okay, I'm going to give you the 50-50 jump ball. Nice job by the safety on the far side, holding his spot and just knocking it to the ground. Yeah, he had number 4 out there, Jared Clark. Tried to do the old back shoulder. That was a long throw from the left hash to the right side. Slot pass downfield here. Nice pop. Good tackle again. Well, they're moving him around because that was number 81 again.
That made me hurt, man.
Yeah, that was a pop. Tennyson was at left end a minute ago. Now he's at right end, dropped back in the coverage and made a tackle. Not enough to stop first down, though. 1:11 here, clock running.
That's a nice throw.
Yeah, it was. No, Rojas right on the mark that time. Showed plenty of arm strength. Left side out here to West. Spins backwards, knows he needs to get to the sideline. Still spotting around. You got to get underneath him. Should have gotten out of bounds there. Whistle stops play.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
Yeah, there's no stop there.
There's no quit in that.
Yeah, then we have a timeout taken now on the field. And I didn't see who got it. We're going to have timeout taken by Greeley West. They will stop the clock with 52 seconds left. So timeout on the field. You're watching Streaming Sports.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a road, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back here, and previous to now, we did not have the odor of some of the kind of businesses that are over here and on 85, some of the farming.
It is agricultural land.
It is, and
that's money.
That has, the smell of money is upon us right now.
That's right. So second down and about 4. Monarch just laying back. That's quite the prevent defense. They only got 3 people within 10 yards. Quick out thrown screen pass out here. 1 blocker. First down yardage and some.
And he got out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was the smartest thing about that. That's there. You're going to give them that sideline play. I mean, they've got 3 deep across the middle, and this is when you need to just take that. You want to beg Greeley West to throw it over the middle. 46 seconds left, but they're giving 15 yards at a pop now.
Well, you know, you could put West out there in the middle of all those people, and I'm not 100% sure that somebody could wrap him up.
Yeah, him in space would be dangerous. Rojas looks his right, fires the long out. Caught. Tackle missed, slid by a couple. I'm still going downfield past the 30, inside the 25. Hurry up offense, though, time. They've got the clock stopped now, but you need to be on the line. Either you're going to spike it. No timeouts left for the Spartans. That early one they had to take is kind of coming back to haunt you now. Another stopping the clock now by the referee.
Oh, shoe came off.
Oh.
Maybe.
Nope, actually somebody went down. Trainer on the far side looking at him. I think that might have been the receiver.
Yeah, he was getting pinballed around pretty good
pretty
over
good.
there.
You're exactly right. While they attend to him, you know, you can't go talk to coaches. You can't have water and everything else, but that is not a timeout, a coaching timeout.
Talking about this turf is only about 4 years old, and boy, that thing really pops, that green, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a great looking field. That's Mason, actually number 4, that's Jared Clark for the Spartans. You're always glad to see somebody come off under their own power.
Yeah, there was a lot of hitting going on over there, and the far side of the field, so it's hard to tell who was doing the hitting and who was the hittee.
Hittee, exactly right. 34 seconds, tied at 7 here, District 6 Stadium. Exciting first half wrapping up. Rojas back in the shotgun. Single setback next to him. Twins here near side. Ball in the right hash. Monarch just rushing 3. Plenty of time to throw the out pattern. This time, I tell you what, he was lucky that was far enough to the outside, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The pattern was jumped by number 28. Yeah, Zach Schmansky there, the junior DB linebacker, basically right there. And you're in the dime formation. He had a chance to step. If that ball had been a little higher, it would have been about a 75-yard foot race the other direction. I don't think he'd been caught. Twins both sides, single setback next to Rojas, and we have a flag before the play starts.
Procedure.
Yep. So back them up, 2nd and 15. The down at distance isn't really the big concern right now. The 24.8 seconds on the clock is. Time for a couple more plays, but you need to get it near the end zone on at least one of these, don't you?
Yeah, and you've got West out here far to the left, so.
Yeah, you got to honor that, don't you?
Zone
Fake
defense.
the give, looking back, trying to set up the screen. He's got to roll his right side, makes a cut inside. Nice job by Monarch, forcing the play back inside.
Yeah,
and there's no timeouts left. Clock running 13 seconds. Greeley West might have to hustle here just to get one play off. Rojas get everybody back on the line. 7 seconds left. And he spikes it. Actually, he put his knee down and the clock's running. That's the right call. He dropped to a knee before he spiked it, and the officials got it exactly right. And we got one young man who's flirting with disaster talking to the official, but no. Quarterback went down and put his knee down first and then put the spike down, so the clock did not have to run. That was a downed run, and the clock ran. So time is out here for the first half of play at District 6 Stadium. We're tied at 7. The Greeley West Spartans and Monarch Coyotes. Stay tuned for our second half.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
At Toyota, safety isn't an option, it's standard. So features like lane departure alert and pre-collision system are always included on every single Toyota RAV4. To get similar features on a Rogue, Nissan charges over $6,000. They shouldn't. We don't. Just announced, get $3,000 cash back on a new 2018 Toyota RAV4. For other great deals, visit your Toyota dealer today. Or find your Toyota at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
So we're back here, and the Greeley West Spartan Band is going to perform here at halftime, so we'll leave it on here for you band parents who may be watching, or band grandparents, or just people who like high school marching band. Enjoy.
The 2018 program is titled Ritmos de Pasión. This evening, the band will open with Los Cuervos. Please give a round of applause for drum majors Jasmine DeMeyer and Esmeralda Aradine and the Pride of the Spartans Marching Band. The Pride of the Spartans Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Chet Arthur and percussion instructor Mr. Nate Wilkinson. The band would like to thank the Greeley West Music Boosters for their help and continued support throughout the season.
So there you go, folks. It's early in the season. Most marching bands do not have their full program in yet, so great job by the Spartan Band. We also saw that there was a football player down there playing the tuba, so I don't think anybody was going to mess with him when he's playing the tuba.
Very much a two-way threat in the same game there. That's impressive.
Yes, it is. So anyway.
He can play music his whole life. You know that.
Yep, he sure can. So anyway, we'll be back for the second half after these messages. You're watching Stream It Sports.
And now.
There is the Palms also from Greeley West. Great job by young ladies out there.
Never hard to get Max to get the camera in the right place when the dance squads are out there.
Yeah, he
representing the Fossil Ridge senior class just fine.
Yeah, no, he was all over that shot, wasn't he? So young man here.
Sometimes it's just easier to
easier to shoot certain things, and I think we found his.
We found a skill set.
Anyway, we'll be back after these messages. You're watching Stream It Sports.
That was too easy. Low-hanging fruit.
Dang, you broke his door going trying to get over there. No, I'll shoot those Palms.
Yeah, yeah.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
So we're back here, folks. Sorry for the open mic. There's a lot of buttons here to push, so fortunately we didn't say anything too bad about Maxwell.
But a great halftime show put on by the Greeley Band and the dance squad. And we're back for football. Tied at 7 here, District 6 Stadium. Greeley West hosting the Monarch Coyotes. Kicking off. This one's going to get to the end zone and will be gone for a touchback. So, Monarch pretty much, Randy, they were held down pretty well in the first, quarter and a half. Then that one drive, and as we talked about, they will turn around and, just lull you to sleep and then throw one on the top. The Greeley West, the front seven for West has done a great job of really holding the line and keeping it as close a game as it could be in that type of offense. And we'll see if they can continue that here in the second half.
Randy McCoy, David Haas here with you.
So Monarch coming out, single back, fullback right behind the quarterback. Dive play. They had two receivers split out here near side to us, and that's basically trying to get a linebacker or two out of the play, trying to get Greeley West to slide a couple players out there. West went out in straight man defense, moved to safety in a corner, straight up out there. You still got to honor the run, don't you?
Yeah, and again, they scored a touchdown on the play that we talked about like 30 seconds before, and that's how they score many times if they don't run it.
Greeley West, 5 guys, hands on the ground, the toss in the I formation there again. The big fella coming upfield, diving around for the ball, though. The Spartans say they got it. Not getting a signal yet from the referee or anybody tell me I've got a down to play, and now we do. Umpire comes up and says it is third down. That'll tell you that they kept the ball, so it was loose for a second.
Well, let me tell you, folks, that young man had about a 7-yard start into that line.
There was some
popping. There was a collision.
Yeah, there's some popping. There's people that you got to have every headgear on, strapped on tight tonight.
That's Fiala, or I think is that how you pronounce it? Fiala.
Yep.
Boy, he had a 7-yard start.
Yeah.
And he's a big old boy.
3rd and 5 though now. Roll out. Quickly throws out in the flat. Got his man. First down yardage coming forward. And gain yard. They ran that early in the first half too, and it paid off well again. Number 47, Will Ponder.
Yeah, they got about 2, maybe 3 passing plays, and that's one of them. And
you don't need much more when you do it really well, because I say once again they turn around, they show that same action from the quarterback. He shows his numbers of linebackers. He's stepping back there, quickly runs outside, and he gets the ball out of his hands quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, it was. I think he's 3 for 3 passing.
Yep, and Ponder comes right out of the fullback spot, so he's hard for the linebackers to see. West showing blitz, comes upfield, and they got him from behind the line. That's a great job of penetration that time. People getting across there. Several players getting up for the pile once again.
Good defensive call.
And as we said before, it's hard to get credit to the kids making the tackles in this kind of a game, because that everything's played from tackle to tackle. Monarch's heels are touching for their linemen, which means there's no splits there. You don't really get to shoot the gap. West is doing a nice job of doing a speed loop around the ends, and if you can get to that runner in the backfield before he has a chance to get his legs going, you shut the play down as they did there. 2nd and 10, toss back again. Oh, there was another pop. Boy, if you like collision football tonight, this is where you make your make your bones on it because there's kids coming up, scoring up, and hitting right.
I think Beckman was in the middle of that. And
yeah. Well, you got Beckman and Lowry over there on the right side and the defense, and there hasn't been much gone past them, has there?
No, and
Beckman squats right there in the A gap between the guard and the center. Lowry setting the next center over there, and next gap over.
It's about 550 pounds of
it's a lot of
high school student.
Yep. Inside give again on the counter play. Gets outside, made one tackle, missed.
Again.
Yep. Tackle made out here, not till first down yardage, made it to 50. It does. You follow it. You don't see that play coming. It's an inside handoff, meaning the quarterback turns around, spins like he's going to do the toss going to the far side left, and gives it to the player coming underneath who's following the pulling guard. I mean, it's a great play design.
Well,
they don't need to do it every play.
He fakes all the things that he normally does. That's what makes it so effective.
1st and 10 now. Ball on the 47-yard line. Toss play again. West gets in the backfield this time. A nice job of just getting to the car. Oh, that was a great job of shutting it down. Get to the carry there. Eddie Ramirez from his corner spot. He wasn't the first one there, but he made the tackle.
Got a football score here. One of the other schools that we cover, Fossil Ridge 14 over Overland 7 at halftime, I believe, from one of our crackpot reporters over there. I think that's him, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That would be Mr. Kyle Peter.
Kyle Peter,
a full-time varsity basketball referee, but still a football fan. Several kids playing and excelling at Fossil Ridge and college after that. Speed throw to the outside, one tackle missed, but enough to keep him going sideways. I tell you, the play was forced there by number 21 for West as he came across there, Piacenza. Now on the outside, the final tackle was, but
Clark.
Clark again. He didn't give him a chance to get his shoulders going north-south, did he? He made him keep going sideways, and then here come the posse.
He put him in a washing machine there. It kind of twirled him around 2 or 3 times.
Yep. So brings up about 3rd and 12 right now. Back to you got to play your assignment.
Boy, what do you even look for here now that you've seen their whole package?
Well, you got look at the rollout again too, and here it comes right side. Trying to do the wheel patterns, got him wide open down the sideline, and it's dropped. The ball was drifting out towards the sideline, towards us here on the near side, and that's one of those throws where it's the wheel pattern. The inside receiver does just a down, out, and up, and it's tough to cover when you're not seeing much of that during the game. Your head as a defensive back has been in run defense, and that ball just kept floating toward the sideline, and the receiver. I mean, he had it, but he also knew he was drifting. You tell he just kind of discombobulated himself and let it fall through his hands. That would have been a huge play. That's one of those where you just throw it down the numbers, let him come back in and get it. End over end, nice job on the punt. Boy, that hangs up on the top. West just lets it go over his head.
Boy, he's
tempting fate.
Yeah, I mean that ball could have bounced up, hit him. He wouldn't even.
There'd have been no chance. Yep, and we got a flag down there. We got a stoppage play, but I thought we had a flag also. Ball change. 6:51 left here in the 3rd quarter at District 6 Field. You're watching the Spartans and the Coyotes. David Haas and Randy McCoy along with Max Fink on camera. Yeah, we did have a penalty. They are going to step it back there into the. Yeah, that's a tough one.
The old block in the back, probably.
Well, and like I said, that ball did bounce, and it's actually unsportsmanlike conduct on Greeley West. A really poor time to do that. So they'll be running backs with their feet in the end zone starting this play. Rojas steps up under center. I do like to see that. 2 running backs offset eye behind him. Sweep given the right side. Got to get upfield. Made the corner. Made the edge. Made a couple people miss. West again out in the open field. It's going to be a sprint down the near sideline here. Changes the ball in his other hand so he can stiff arm Randy. Great football play.
I was going to say that's not his game, but his game's 45.
Yeah, huge play. They got out of jail there. Somewhat of a gutsy call, sweeping in your own end zone. Somebody gets through and disrupts it. They did a nice job up front sealing that edge. He makes the corner. Now, he gained about 45, as you said. I think he ran about 60 because that came quarterback across the field.
He didn't have much left there at the end.
Yeah, and he's not even coming out of the game. He said, son, you look fine. That's the coach goes, no, go back in. You're all right.
I was thinking maybe Starks would get a bite at this apple, too. You got a little more speed. And
fake inside give. You said Mr. Starks. There he is. Dragging bodies, pushing people downfield. That's the good 1-2 punch you want to have in running back. And, boy, that was a speed downfield right there. Hit that, turned, planted that foot, took it straight upfield, gained about 18.
I just had it wrong order, but I thought maybe they'd give it to him out there because they knew if he broke it, he'd probably go all the way. But
they went from about the 2.5-yard line to the 37-yard line of the Coyotes in just 2 plays. Tied at 7 here, though. Need to get one across. Hold that home field advantage here. Nice crowd here tonight. Nice job for the Monarch fans across the way, too. Inside give. West right behind his blocker. Spins away from 1 tackle. And downfield, gain of about 7.
Now talk about that spin move, because you don't see a lot of high school running backs use a spin move like that.
That's a great point, too. He was right behind Beckman there. The big fellow pulled in front of him. And you can see there, you go back and wind that, but he had his hand on his back and it pushed him right where he wanted him to go, and then he spun away from him. Defender was left with just a little bit of air.
He looks like an old Oklahoma or Nebraska running back's what he looks like to me.
Great feet. Great feet. 2nd and 4 now. Get down to the 28 for the first down. Dive play straight up the middle. Tackle close to the first down yardage. Trying to think if that was that. Get that number, make sure I get that correctly. I thought I had 24 there, but it looks like actually it's.
Close to a first down.
Numbers just a little edge there for us, but no, very close. Then we're going to get a measurement here. 4:41 left in the quarter. They're going to stop play and bring the chains out. Randy, I think you're still perfect on the season.
I don't see the ball even, so.
Yeah, they're kind of blocked out over here. He was very close. Like I said, it's that old left foot, right foot thing from your judge.
Throw a guess out there.
I'm going to say he's short. And, of course, I'm wrong.
Boy, that was a setup.
Yep. Still perfect.
In all fairness, neither one of us could see the ball. So,
so first down, they'll wind the clock.
This is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Spartans.
Yep. That last carry, though, was by number 28, Rodrigo Perez, the junior. Toting the mail, first down yardage. Stark sweep left side. Stays behind his blockers, pushing away. Nice job of getting underneath, though, by the Coyotes defense that time. Got to his legs.
Well, I'd like to know who's coaching those running backs, because they all do the same stuff. And, you know, when that happens, that means there's some good coaching going on.
That's a great point. A lot of technique on both these sidelines. Very good disciplined offenses, that's for sure.
Nobody's trying to be a hero. They're all trying to use their blocking, and it's a lot easier when you do that.
Playing their role. Under 3.5 to play here in the third. Still tied at 7. I formation, offset I, fullback behind the right guard. Split to the top. West in motion. Tossed right. Will he get to the corner? Does, just on sheer speed. But a nice job of getting upfield that time. Number 16, Randy, for Monarch, kind of spoiled that play because he made Starks cut underneath him, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, last night we were talking about cutting back, and that's a play there that you just are looking to see where you're going to cut back.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of designed for you to cut back.
Connor Saracen there, I could say he's the one that had to contain and did a nice job of making Starks change. We have a stoppage of play now. And we see the officials gathering here on the sideline. That generally would make me think there's a clock issue. Referee Mark Rademacher talks to Coach enough on his side. He'll go back over to Coach Bravo now on the other side. Everybody gets the same information. I didn't see if there was a miss on the clock or not.
What a great high school football game, though.
Oh, it really is. Thanks for tuning in to Streaming Sports. You're watching this again. That's one of the great things about this type of process. You're able to watch this over and over. Tell those sponsors, First Bank, Peterson Toyota, along with Winters Hellerick. Thank them for sponsoring this broadcast. Toss. Rojas inside. West skips around a couple people. I don't think they even saw him. But you saw that flag coming out by the umpire.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and that was about one of the few flags we've seen by the umpire tonight. So that one will be coming back. And as I did want to say, I want to figure that out. The Winters, Hellrick and Hughes, LLC, special sponsor for tonight's game. Our first visit across I-25, and it's been a good one.
Of course, also Jim's Wings in Fort Collins, the best wings Northern Colorado since 1991. So if you're over in Fort Collins, it's over on right by Moby Arena on the Colorado State campus. Make sure you stop in, tell them you heard it on the high school football broadcast.
So big penalty there. The spot foul takes it back to Meg. Third down 16. Ross back to throw. He's got a man in the flat. Has to look downfield. Tried to find him. Back over the middle.
Oh, my gosh.
And that was just, he kind of rushed it, didn't he? He had Starks down there all by himself. And that's that technique there. You need to just flip your feet a little bit further, get your arms squared up, and that would have got that ball down. Because the nose, that's tough to throw the ball 35 yards sidearm, isn't it?
Yeah, he
good patience.
It was great. He was looking over and he saw his man, and boy, it looked like he had it, but was not able to complete it. They're kind of in no man's land here, aren't they?
Well, last night I was trying to pick one, and my opinion wasn't honored, so I don't know if I want to venture that way tonight.
Go ahead. There's
go
phone.
ahead.
There's no phone up here, so
no one's going to ask
nobody's going to call you and tell you to.
Exactly. Well, we already see it. They're lining up under center. Rojas looking downfield, just taking the toss play. Go over the 50-50 ball. Nice job, and knocked away by the defensive back down there for the Coyotes.
And
trying to get a little offensive, touch there, but
wide
no.
receiver did what he's supposed to do, try to get a penalty. But
yeah, and then he was trying to get down the edge there. I mean, you're just trying to get the jump ball, the 50-50 ball you want to call it. That was number 21, Piacenza.
There
big,
was no
tall,
separation.
No
separation there. And
the defensive back's got a chance to go for the ball too.
Yeah.
And he was deeper than the receiver and had a chance to make a play. So turnover on downs. Monarch will take over on the 35-yard line.
Only way that was going to happen if he'd have veered over towards the middle or something. And
well, that's the thing. That's some when you do one thing quite well and running the ball there. Another facet of the game might suffer there. Don't get quite the time on it. Sweep right here now. Called a lot of jersey there. Oh, that was just hand strength. Big old number 74 for the Spartans comes across, latches onto him.
Says not so fast.
Yeah, Nomar Rodriguez there just said no. 6 foot 249. He was an anchor. Once again, we're just talking the way those kids are playing up in front for the Spartans tonight. That's you're stopping a pretty darn good rushing attack, and it's come more from the pass than it has actually in their total offense. Loss of 3 on the play. Toss right again. Saracen trying to get upfield, nowhere to go. Just a great job. The D-line stepping up there, getting below the pads of those Coyotes as they're trying to come forward. Monarch right back on the line again, though. West better get down and into a stance. 3rd and 12. Fake rollout, looking down the middle, lofted up, has got a man open, but overthrown. And a nice break on the ball by West over here, too, and good underneath coverage. Saw that once before, so you kind of knew where to go.
Well, and I think what you'd call West is a football player.
Yeah.
If the ball's somewhere, he's probably going to be pretty darn close to it.
Yeah, you could play in the backyard, he'd be happy, I think. So punt formation now for Monarch. West single setback.
Yeah, he'll definitely be a candidate for some All-State and certainly All-Conference.
Good snap. Nice punt up there, hanging there. Fair catch called. Good decision. Right at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he smelled the breath of number 88 there, didn't he?
Yeah. That's one of those where discretion far better than valor.
Yeah. Although he's short enough, he could have maybe
ducked
right under him, but
you take that risk.
Yeah. He says, I'm just going to make sure I catch the ball.
Yeah.
So
Nope, that's the thing. You get a chance to turn it around now.
Talk a little bit about our week we've had. We had a great volleyball match Wednesday night. Fossil Ridge beat Fort Collins. We cover
2 top 10 teams.
Yeah, we cover lots of schools here in the northern Colorado area. And then last night, another school we covered, Loveland, beats 5A Ralston Valley 21-17.
Yeah, and Ralston Valley was ranked number 8 prior to that.
And we just saw them last week. Very impressive team.
Offset I formation now. Rojas under center, gives left side. Monarch doing a nice job of just getting to the ball that time. I tell you what, I saw something there. Beckman, the big lineman for Greeley West, drove his player downfield. You know what? And they both fought it. But then give him a hand, get him up. You can go to war, but you can still be a sportsman. And then both those players were in that instance. That's good to see. Gain of only a yard, though.
You get there in the trenches, and you're kind of both in survival mode. And
yep.
Not really your enemy as much as you think, because you're both trying to do the same thing.
Swing right side, starts straight field. Spinning out of tackles again, cross midfield down to the 45. Boy, there's a burst there, isn't there?
Yeah, and I'm surprised he wasn't able to break that more, but he got out to the 45 of
first down. Ending the quarter on that play right there. So thanks for tuning in for 3 quarters. 4th quarter coming. You're watching Streaming Sports. Back here now, start of the 4th quarter, 1st and 10, Spartans. 45-yard line of Monarch. Inside handoff again to Starks, tries to bounce the outside, gets the edge. And we're seeing very similar type plays running out of a little bit different formation, but once again, it's still a counter play. Formation flows right side, comes back underneath, follows a pulling guard, and gains of 6. You can hide it many ways you want, but it's technique, blocking, and tackling, isn't it?
Yeah, that's both teams, and both teams do it very well.
Tied at 7 here, 4th quarter play. Wide split here into the sideline. West comes side, toss right side. Spits one around there. Oh, just a little bit of a stumble.
He gets the first down, though.
Yep. First down yardage, made across there. He was looking for pay dirt, wasn't he? But once again, made a nice cut up field. And West, showing that you can do a lot more than just run the ball. But Derek West was out front leading the blocking there on the edge. Nice physical football game tonight. Nobody's asking quarter. Nobody's giving it, are they?
No, it's very impressive, actually.
1st and 10 Spartans, 35-yard line. Rojas under center. Sweep right side. West picking a spot, sees a gap, slides upfield.
Well, he hits it quick.
Yeah. Makes his mind up and goes. Tackle again there by Tennyson, number 81, along with number 25 for the Coyotes.
Near
side corner.
That's what that senior experience gives you. We saw over the year we've seen some young running backs, and there's a gap, but they don't hit it quick, and then it closes. But boy, West, when he sees it, and Sparks both.
No time lost.
Both seniors, and this is Greeley West year. To make some noise here in this 4A.
Northern Colorado
got some special players this year.
Second down and about 5. Isolation play. Starks breaks through deep in the secondary, fighting off people. And well downfield pass, first down yardage down to the 20-yard line.
Somebody got a whole bunch of his arm right to the chest.
Yeah. That was
I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, that was physical. And as you talk about it again, that's just the acceleration through the hole. He was past the linebackers before they had a chance to turn around.
It's called inertia. You have two things going full speed, and you want to be faster than the thing coming at you.
1st and 10, Spartans. Starks again right side. Steps out of tackle. No, that's not Starks. Fullback, up in there.
Nice change of pace there. I love how low the quarterback gets. You don't see that very often.
Yep. DeAndre Harris there, senior. Slid outside, just a short gain of 1 inside the 20-yard line. Clock running, 8:40 to play here in the game. As we mentioned, a game where you need to be capitalizing every time you get the ball, because you don't see a lot of punts, a lot of turnover, on a 3-and-out kind of thing with just all 3 passes, we can see in some games.
Greeley West in no hurry here.
Yep. Driving it down inside the 20. Throw us under center. Starks behind him. I formation, trap play straight through the middle. Well, that's just bread and butter right now. Blocking down. Center and guard go right to the right side. They come across there. Left guard and center block to the right. Pull that backside guard, and he just kicks that trap play out there, and Starks come cruising behind him.
Yeah, and we can't say enough about the blocking of Greeley West.
Yeah.
I mean, the plays they've run have been like a model of how you run these plays.
Yep.
Really, both teams, because it's all the blocking. If you don't have the blocking, they're not going to.
Yeah, very true to their formation, staying within the tackles. 7:40 to play, clock running. 3rd and short. Trap play right side. He's got another gap. West goes down inside the 10 to 5.
Oh, my gosh. Touchdown.
Spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Now, how do you stop that? Because you've had Starks coming down every play. It's almost like they've forgotten about Mr. West.
Well, and it's, that's just a great combination. You said you got the slasher, the speedster, and Starks, and you got the footstep or the twisting, and get that shoulder pad down, go right through you in West, and he had a couple nice downfield blocks, but again, though, he saw the crease, accelerated, and just walked into the end zone.
Wow.
Big touchdown there by the Spartans. 7.5 to play. PAT. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. The kick is true. They lead 14-7 here. And the cannon fires in the north end zone. Nobody gave us a hint that was going to be part of the deal. I didn't know cannons were a weapon the Spartans had back in the day, but
well, they got one.
They got one here. And it went off. That would have been nice to know, but no, that was just a nice drive downfield. Patience, explosiveness, and now it's a chance for Monarch to answer.
You see the cheerleaders down there, the cheer squad for Greeley West. We can't quite get.
It's a tough angle to get here.
It's a tough angle where we are located. So
Max is trying. We can guarantee that.
Yeah. We can hear him though. Great job down there, young people.
And we talk about, the athletes are out there practicing. So do these cheer squads. So do the band. There's a lot of the extracurricular activity events and clubs and everything else. There's so many students you got a way to be involved in your school. Line drive kick this time, taken to the 3-yard line. Bounces off, though. Picked up at the 9. Play up the middle. Out past the 25-yard line. Pretty good return for what could have been, that kind of a stall when the ball's on the field there.
Brendan Loma with the flying tackle.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a kickoff, you kind of got to go with your hair on fire.
He did, man. He took off, and I think he was horizontal.
Yeah.
My physics degree came in handy there.
Yeah, and you're still quoting Isaac Newton. Irresistible force and an immovable object. 1st and 10 Coyotes, their own 26-yard line.
You listen to us long enough, you'll learn a lot about science, other things.
We're just a font of knowledge. Toss, sweep left side. Now, there's plenty of time left in the game.
So what do you do to combat these trickery? I call them trickery plays. It's not in here, but it's like you've got to guard against this, and then all of a sudden somebody leaks out. How do you do it?
It's still assignment football. You can't go chasing the ball because this offense just begs you to do it. Yep.
Whoever your man is.
Yeah, if you're the weak side defensive end, the play's going away from you. You got to expect it's going to eventually come back, and they've done well with that on their counter plays. You have to stay home. Like I said, they're just begging you to go do that. Your defensive backs right now. I mean, nobody for the Greeley West Spartans is further than 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. 3 linebackers, 8 down.
Here it is.
Took the throws, got the out pattern. Almost picked off.
Quarterback hammered.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it. Nice job on pressure coming upfield.
That's how you stop a passing game right there, is you get pressure on the quarterback.
Now, when you get your hands up, you come across there, the ball's high, is almost picked off, too, by the defensive back on that side. I believe that was number 20 over there. Eddie Ramirez had a good break on the ball. He could have put the dagger in this game here because he'd have walked into the end zone. Under 6 to play. Incomplete pass, stop the clock. Not much of that out here tonight. Brings up 3rd and 7 now. Monarch still in their scrum formation. Inside handoff, trying to get around it, and they didn't.
Oh, and they guessed it right.
Yeah, stepped right through there.
Trying to get to the ends with a 4. I don't know if that's 74 or.
Well, and I'm thinking that's Starks.
No, it's 54. Andre Brown.
Yeah.
Boy, he guessed right. You know, and
he just smothered the play.
He saw something, didn't he? That the quarterback was going to keep it, and he was right there.
So forcing another punt. Greeley West with a chance to kind of take over this game. Under 5.5 when the punt's going to go. Inside release there by the rusher. Just about got to the pressure. Short punt. Did force it over there. Great bounce for Monarch, though. Gets out near midfield. Gained about 15 yards on the bounce. So Spartans, though, they will start right at midfield, leading by 7.
Yeah, and this is good. You know, Greeley West is a growing program. Ken Denning took this program over, as AD, I think 2-3 years ago. So Greeley West is a growing football program, and this will be a good test for them. Can they ice this game and put it away against a team that's used to winning? They're used to winning.
Mark's an excellent program. Coach Bravo's done a nice job over there for several years, and Coach Renouf and his team.
2 or 3 state championships, I believe, at least 2.
And you look at the success, and like I say, you start building it game by game.
And this is really a big game for Greeley West and the program, I would say.
Yeah, they go 2-0 in Colorado. Inside give there, Trace back there. Just it was almost like a reverse.
Almost a reverse. What a great call.
Trying to catch the open pursuit of the defense. Still gained about 6. And more importantly, keeping it between the hash marks, the clock is running. Under 4.5 to play when this snap will be made.
So just to let our Greeley West fans know, we will be broadcasting the Greeley West Windsor game.
Yep.
Which, Windsor's about, 10 miles over the other side of the.
Yeah, and there is tension between both those schools. That's been a great rivalry of late, that's for sure. Spartans now just kind of letting the clock run. 4:16 to play. 2nd and 5. Left side give. First down yardage and more. Still pulling along.
And you got another running back here running. That's Jared Clark.
Yeah, Jared Clark stepping up. And
he's different. He's a different kind of 6'2", 165. So
yeah, that's Strider. He got through there. A little extra words and pleasantries exchanged in the run there.
I'm sure they're planning dinner or something.
Where do you go locally?
Yeah.
Long bus ride home.
You got to know.
Might as well ask the guys that live here.
Yeah.
Sure, that's what it was.
He's beating your head in.
1st and 10 Spartans. Big drive here. They could end the game. They get it in. They could end the game just with the time running.
Monarch has all 3 timeouts. At some point, they'll have to.
Well, I imagine if they get a 3rd down, they're going to use one of them here pretty soon. Toss right side. Clark steps in. And a nice job of going through there. He stays in bounds, too. And that was really smart. And we got a late flag out in the middle of the field. That'll stop it anyway. I'm not sure if they're calling the somebody got launched down here nearby. But the Clark did the nice thing there. If you saw that well enough with the sideline, Randy, as he stopped, he knew he didn't want to go out of bounds. And I'm sure he's getting a lot of help from the sideline.
Yeah.
And it's a personal foul, so probably a chop block. That's not a signal we get to see so much anymore, but we've got that. That will take you out of field position. Big play for Monarch right there. Stops the clock, 3:31 to play.
So first half, Greeley West looked like a different offense. It was Wildcat. It was that second half, they've gone to more of what I'd call a traditional running game without the Wildcat.
Yeah,
really.
I think Rojas has been in our center. I don't think we've done the Wildcat the whole second half, and it's been pretty effective. Clock running down to 3:10 now, just waiting for the back judge to start his signal. Fake the give underneath. West steps around one tackle, steps off another one.
Yeah,
a great job. You just got to hang on legs, and you got to have help. Number 16 for Monarch there, Connor Saracen, got up to it. We are going to have a timeout taken on the field. You're watching Streaming Sports.
I don't think we've seen a single person tackle him the whole game. I mean,
oh, no, yeah.
One person.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm trying to say. So the other game, I don't have the date on the Windsor game, but the other game is Broomfield. So I guess I could look on my phone here.
Your fold's holding up.
What I wanted to say is Greeley West is not used to winning, so let's see if they can ice it.
Well, that's how you take the next step. Just finish games. Back here now, fourth quarter, 2:58 left to play. Rojas under center, going to throw. Got the slant pattern inside, hits West. First down yardage. Oh, he ran himself out of it, didn't he? Third down is going to bring fourth and short. I would imagine they're going to go for it. If he'd have turned upfield, he had the yardage in main. He was looking to go to the end zone. But we had the clock stopped again right away by Monarch. Timeout taken. We'll just keep it here for this timeout. We're talking about, Randy, okay, here's a chance for West to put the game away.
Yes.
They are one first down basically from stopping it. They'll have only one timeout left for Monarch after this one. But how do teams make that transition from a good team to, okay, we're finishing games?
Yes, and that's a big key because not every program has been winning for years or anything like that. We've seen in our time, there's ebbs and flows. You're good a couple of years and maybe you're not so good. These are public schools, so whoever comes to your school is who you have. And Greeley West, has probably not been known as a big football school. Right now, they got a great team. They need to be able to put this game away if they want to think about going deep into the playoffs this year.
That's those things that make it up. So a field goal attempt now. Ball be spotted on the 30, 40-yard field goal attempt.
Well, I would look for this fake here.
Yeah, 4th and 2. Monarch bringing everybody. Kick is away. It's long enough.
And good. Whoa.
And the kick, no doubt about it. Drake Holdren there for the Spartans. Put it that well past. That was good from about 50. And you know what?
Coach knew what he had there.
Exactly. Well, and that's what you go out before the game. You talk about how you hitting them, where you feel comfortable from, what's your limit, what can I push you out to, and you're going to feel good about it. And that's where the kicker and the coach relationship's got to be very honest. But they got that out to a 17-7 lead with 2:41 left right now. Tall order from Monarch. That's a 2-score game. And the Greeley Spartan defense doesn't look like that's out there for them, does it?
Yes. We're going to see this Monarch team as well again this year against Skyline.
Yep.
Coming up in a couple 3 weeks. So we're going to be fully into the 4A scene here.
Kickoff deep, taken about the 4-yard line. Chance for return straight up the middle. Misses one blocker's got the edge. Up and over the edge. Ball was dropped. I think that would have caused by the ground, so he'd have been down anyway. But, boy, he hit the hole hard, didn't he?
As acrobatic.
Yep.
That might be felt in the morning.
Yeah. There's this. Well, so you get on the bus.
I felt it right here. So
we both paused. But you get your chance up there now. Now it's going to turn back to, can you get some pressure on the front? Beckman and Lowy and the rest of the players that have that chance right now to just shut down this running game and make Monarch try to go through the air. Clark's up front again there too. Right away they go to the air. First toss is going to be behind him. And that's part of that game you don't get a chance to practice much. That was just going to be a back shoulder throw. Now the defensive back was out there, but he didn't see the ball either. He's on that island.
Well, and it looked to me like the wind knocked it down a little bit because he had a lot of air underneath that. We have breeze here, but you look at the flags and it doesn't look like there's any breeze on the ground at all. But
when in the playing surface, it's down in a little bit of a bowl, but it is a wide open area. And like I say, I think you're right. That ball kind of got caught up. So 1st and 10, gone with the incomplete pass, 2:27. Throwing it again down the middle. Has got the man open and intercepted. Just playing center field down there was Derek West.
Yeah. Well, who else would it be?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like in your backyard, I'm sure he's done that as a kid. Now he's doing it out here in the big stage at District 6 Stadium for the Spartans.
Well, I love the way he just, hey, that's no big deal, man. That's just what I do. You don't see him out there, doing flips and.
Well, and like I say, now they
act like you've been there.
Exactly right. That's the code of our generation, and you know what? Just being a football player tonight, both
He's
ways.
old school. He is so old school.
Well, there's quite a few kids here going both ways tonight, and great effort on both sides of the ball here. One timeout left for Monarch.
And Monarch better really bow their neck here if they don't want to give up a late touchdown. Because
well, yeah, that's the game's going to be over if they get a first down. Popping it through. Motion Starks goes left side, fullback dive, breaks out in the middle, spins down, gain about 6.
Boy, what an impressive game by Greeley West.
Yep. Clock's running. Monarch not looking to take the timeout right now. You wouldn't do it on first down. It'd be 2nd and 5. Just need to get inside the 40-yard line. If they do that, then they don't have to worry about anything else because you run 2 more plays. Minute 52 left here.
And, the way they stop, we talked about how do you stop the passing game? You put pressure on that quarterback.
Didn't really have the time to set, did he?
Yeah, he had a defender right in his grill when he threw the ball. And, they're not used to pass blocking.
Tough offense to rally from behind. West on the sweep right side, skips around a couple first down yardage, and that should pretty much do it. They're trying to tell us, he was saying my knee wasn't down.
Yeah, he was
I
on
was
top
laying
of
on
somebody.
Nice job by the Monarch defenders there, too, pulling him back up.
Well, his grit will get him somewhere on Saturdays, won't it?
Yep, I agree. I mean,
he may not play for the biggest school in the nation or anything, but there's plenty of schools.
Oh, there's a lot of schools that love to have a player like that. A lot of the guys up front blocking and tackling tonight both ways for Greeley West. First down.
This RMAC league,
very competitive.
He looks like he's a perfect fit for one of those schools. Yeah,
and now the Victory formation.
That's CSU.
CSU Pueblo, yeah. Well, they're national champions down there. So one chance to wait just for the back judge now.
Mind you, a little bit of a kid from Pooter a few years ago, Stinson.
Exactly. Well, you see the formation here now. You see the officials stepping up here, even the back judge. Everybody's right up on the ball. And there's no funny business. They're going to snap the ball a couple times, 1 minute to play. One more time, they're going to have to snap it, and that'll do it. And that's going to become a pretty nice win here tonight.
That's a big win.
Monarch comes up, plays a tough football game. They're going to come up on the short end, but a great effort tonight by the Spartans. They're going to go home with a 17-7 victory, or stay at home with a 17-7 victory, and that'll set you pretty nice going forward here in Colorado.
And what a fun game to kick off our Greeley West broadcast
our
with.
Trilogy, yep.
There you go, folks.
And that will do it. Rojas takes a knee. Everybody's getting in line. Everybody's cheering over here. You get to share it with the home crowd. No shame for Monarch on the effort they gave for sure, but boy, a stout performance tonight by Greeley West.
They didn't fumble the ball,
no
and they didn't throw an interception. And I'll tell you what, you do that in a high school game, a lot of times you have a chance to win. So anyway, our first Greeley West broadcast is complete. Greeley West 17-7 over Monarch. It's been our pleasure to be here. I want to thank Ken Denning, the athletic director, and all the people that helped us get set up and everything tonight.
Great hosts.
Yeah, Maxwell Fink is our cameraman, giving us great views of a gorgeous field tonight, just really popping the color and stuff. So we appreciate Maxwell Fink. For David Haas, I'm Randy McCoy. We will see you next week. We've got 2 volleyball matches, and we've got 3 football games next week.
A busy week.
Next Saturday, we've got Windsor and Loveland. So mark that on your calendar, folks, because that'll be a huge 4A game.
And there's the cannon. It's official.
It is official. So we will see you next week here on Stream It Sports.
It's Northern Colorado High School football, live on Stream It Sports NoCo. This broadcast has been brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Peterson Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of